So it's about time we did this video because currently there's two really good 501st battle packs on the market, and you can actually still get both of them, which is quite ironic considering this one from 2020 is retired. The 501st Legion Clone Troopers, which you get 4 501st Clone Troopers and 2 droids, and then also the new one, new to 2022, which may be a little bit hard to find in stores, but can still find online for an inflated price. I'm sure we'll see a lot of these, but you do get 4 501st Clone Troopers. So in today's video, we're going to be going ahead and opening both of these, comparing them, doing analysis, look at the prices, look at the minifigs, and see which one's actually worth it. So even at a retail price of $30, this one is retired but still available. I'm going to go ahead and link this in the description below if you do want to purchase one from Amazon. I think that's one of the only places you can still get it. And then also this one with the 501st Specialist, where you get 4 minifigs. So without further ado, let's get this video on the roll, open these bad boys up, and do a side-by-side comparison. Before I open these up, I really wanted to take a quick look at the box art and how it opens. I just wanted to briefly say the $20 box art. It looks great. It is a push tab, so I think this is the American box. I think there's only one box for this one, if I'm correct. And then also on the 501st Battle Pack from 2020, we were able to see this in 2 bags. Unfortunately, I don't have the other one on deck, but there was another copy of the bag where it had 2 push points right here, and you could just push it open and rip the box open. This one is a little bit different. It has the tape, so that's pretty cool. Kind of different to see Lego do different boxes for the same Lego set. I believe one was coming from a European warehouse and the other one was coming from a North American warehouse, so that's kind of the difference. Well, let's go ahead and open this up and absolutely probably destroy this box because, well, it's hard to preserve these boxes when they're so easily ripped. So it opens up just like so, and inside you get 1, 2, 3 bags and an instruction booklet, and the instruction booklet is in white, which is kind of new to the 2023 year, similar to like some of the other instruction booklets. So that's a little bit interesting. I do actually really like this look. I like it a lot more than the black top instructions. I don't know, I've never really cared for those, and this is a nice little change of pace from the Lego group. So I'm gonna go ahead and time lapse this, and let's get building. And there you guys have it. That's all our pieces laid out. Nice little good assortment. This only has 119 pieces, so not a great set if you're looking for good building pieces, even taken out of the minifigs for account. But now that we got all the pieces laid out and the minifigs laid out, let's go ahead and build this and see what this looks like as an actual Lego set. A nice assortment of Lego pieces. The only like really good building pieces I've seen are you get a 2x4 brick in the mix. You get a couple of different kind of 1x2, some modified, some not, and then like a nice little plate. So a lot of little pieces, not a lot of stuff you could do for building major mocks, right? But I'm sure if you got 30 of these, a lot of these pieces would be quite useful in that aspect. All right, and we're officially back, guys. We have 2 built battle packs. One on the right side, on the right base plate, is the 501st Clone Troopers, the Legion Clone Troopers. So this set right here, actually, this one's still sealed, but there is that one on the right base plate. So you have a walker with a 501st Clone on top with a stud shooter in the middle. You have a speeder with a 501st Clone Trooper. And then you also come with 2 droids, a 501st Clone Trooper and a Jetpack Trooper. And then on the left base plate, we have the new to 2023, the 501st Clone Trooper Battle Pack. So, and that one comes with some pretty sweet minifigs. So it does come with the specialists, right? So some cool printing, a lot different from the original one right here from 2020. It's just a little bit mixed up. You can see on the helmet pieces, they have little slots in there so you can actually put the helmets on. So that's like one of the big differences. Here, let me go ahead and show you really closely. If you could see on the helmet, this one is solid from the 501st Legion Clone Trooper Battle Pack. And then on the new one, you could put like the visors on them. So interesting from the LEGO group to go ahead and do that. I think that's a nice little touch to add some more detail in it. And then of course, the last one right here comes with a little shooter, a small gun, but pretty sweet one. The side build for that one is just this like artillery device. You could like elevate it and whatnot. It has a shooter. Am I gonna shoot? Well, there you go, you saw it. But it has one of those little shooters on it, but nothing too crazy. Honestly, this is just a part out piece. I'm not building a bunch of those. If I'm army building, this is just going as pieces into my collection. Whereas I think the Walker and the Speeder have a little bit more value, simply because, I mean, they look pretty good on display. It's a nice, pretty large, Speeder build as well as the Walker for the only, $10 more price point. So in terms of value, this set right here, the 501st Legion Clone Trooper Battle Pack, was $30 retail, but I don't think, ever paying retail for it. I think it was always on sale on Amazon and Walmart, Target for $24. So I'm really hard comparing it to the $24 value, where this one is $20. Now, I actually do not think this one will go on sale. At least if anything, it'll be very hard to find a sale. So I always am going to keep that into consideration when comparing this, just because we've seen like the Snow Trooper battle packs, and even like the Dark Trooper battle pack not go on sale. So as value wise, I don't really see this one going on sale too often. Although I really do like the new 2023 Troopers, the 501st Clone Troopers. It's a good mix, but for me, I think this was one of the best valued LEGO sets ever made, especially from the Star Wars group, the 501st Battle Pack. It was incredible. 2 droids in the 4 501st clones was amazing. I'm not knocking the specialists. They are very unique, and I do like their helmet prints. I like their visors. Even their torsos are all different. I think there's only 2 of the same ones. I'm not going to go in depth on printing and that items. That's probably not my forte for this video, but I would like to go deep into the review side and kind of what you're getting from these 2 sets. So like I said, one thing I do not like from the original 501st Clone Battle Pack was that it had a bunch of sticker elements. You can see there's a 501st sticker there. There's a whole sticker sheet. I actually have a bunch of them. There's a 501st on the front end right there. Let's think where else. Right here on the back of the Speeder, there's a sticker on the top side and the other side. So just a handful of stickers, and just something I'm not too interested in doing. Whereas the new 501st Battle Pack has no stickers, but it also has no speeders or anything like that. It just has this little wonky stud shooter thing. But the minifigs, 2 of them do come with battle packs. Battle packs come with backpack gears, so those guys will be the heavy troopers, and their guns are pretty sweet. They come with a binocular on top of one of those double shooter stud guns, however you want to call them, but pretty sweet minifig. And then I like how they put, I'm not sure what exactly LEGO calls this, or even from the show, but the 501st Officer, that one is pretty sweet as well. I believe he still has the same torso as, no, he does not. He's the one that does not have the same torso. So if you're actually comparing the torsos and as well as the leg pieces, the printing is a little bit different. So that's in variation from the original 501st Battle Pack. It is just a little bit different. And then, of course, the last one has 2 yellow marks on his left shoulder. So that's a different printing, and he is the clone specialist. So I do like his white visor. He is a pretty sweet looking minifig. Whereas the other 501st Battle Pack had 2 different variations. There was 3 of the clones, and then you can see the helmets are all in comparison. And then there was also the jetpack trooper and his clone. And the only thing different was he had blue arms, and then his printing on his torso was different. And then of course comes with the jetpack, as well as his helmet being different. So just a little bit in different variations. It's really cool to have a bunch of different 501st clones, I think. So I'm really excited. LEGO's kind of branched out and did this. I am so glad I have a bunch of the original 501st clone battle packs because I think it's just such a great value. So essentially this was a $24 set and the pieces was $285, which is quite significant to the 119 pieces from the new 2023 501st clone battle pack. Even you don't get any side builds like a speeder or walker. So this is nice to have for a army building or even like display pieces. It is pretty sweet. But that's essentially my first take on these two battle packs. And there's not a whole lot of negative or greatness I could just completely exploit. I mean, there are clone troopers, right? So I'm excited for that, and you could really build an army quite easily with these battle packs. So huge kudos to LEGO continuing to do the battle packs. I love being able to collect them every year when they come out. I don't go out and go like my uncle and get a whole ton of them, but I do like to have a few on hand. That way I can enjoy building them and even displaying them. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna build a huge clone army, but maybe I will. Who knows? But I would love to hear what you guys think in the comments below. I'm more interested in your thoughts on these two sets, comparing them side by side. I think this is a pretty good, interesting video to compare these two sets and just actually look at, you know, what you get out of these two values and just kind of like the price breakdown compared to the new to the old. I know you have to factor in like the escalation in prices, so I know that is a factor, but for me, I am always going to say this is one of the best value LEGO sets ever made. I am going to link it in the description because it is still retail price on Amazon and it is retired, so $30 if you want it. I'll link it for your ease in the description below. And this one is out of stock currently, at least the time of recording. Super hard to find at the moment just because the hype of it just coming out. But by March, these are going to be flooding the shelves, guys, and you probably can get them at any point in time that you want. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll be interested. And stay tuned for my next review where we're going to review the 2023 LEGO Modular. As always, guys, hope you enjoy it. We'll see you in the next one. My name's Christo. Peace out.